Ladies and gentlemen, right here is my 2012 Ram 1500 with a 4.7. And here is a cold air intake I got off of eBay. But first, we gotta warm this thing up and pull her in the garage. So I have been doing a little bit of stuff to this truck recently. I have new headlights right now, got a little bullet antenna, and I'm actually working on taking the paint off my rims. This still has the primer on it, so it's kind of like gray, but that's how it looked. Let's go ahead and give you guys a little cold start. This truck is fully stock, except I have my muffler cut off, and this is the 4.7 Magnum V8. Cold start for you guys. Alright, so while I'm waiting for the snow to melt off the truck, let's go ahead and talk about the cold air intake. So I got this cold air intake for $80 on eBay. Now it was an extra $70 shipping, but compare $150, $160 to the $350 I would have spent from a K&N, it's a pretty good deal, about half the price. Now this comes with everything. The tube, box, rubber seals, lots of clamps, fittings, more fittings, and the actual air filter. So let's go ahead, get this snow off the hood, and get the hood popped. All right, so here's the stock intake air box into the manifold. Just really bulky. Let's go ahead, kick you guys into a time lapse and take this all out. Okay, we got air box out, intake out, looking pretty good. I'm actually not seeing like any oil leaks or anything, so that's really nice to see. We're gonna have a lot more open room in here, a little bit of weight reduction while we're at her. And yeah, gotta just figure this out from here. Obviously, gonna need these adapters for the throttle body to the pipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and just kick you guys back into time lapse and figure this out. Okay, so I got a little bit more work done to it. So I figured out that this kind of goes onto the bottom of the air box like this, but this air box is dirty, so I gotta clean it out. And then I have my mass airflow sensor out of the old air box. I gotta figure out how to get it to seat in there right, and then that's how the tube sits. Filter goes right down in there. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean this out. I might even like wash the outside of it lightly and just try to make it look good. So I'll pick you guys back up when I get this in, or a time lapse, one of the two. All right, guys, we got the whole intake on. Show you guys it real quick. See, got the air box. It attaches to the bottom part. And the tube, got the mass airflow sensor, got the valve head cover, or valve head vent, same thing, to the butterfly valve. So it actually looks pretty good and it fits really good. So let's go ahead, pull this thing out, and I'll go ahead, rev it for you guys a little bit, see how much louder it is, and then tomorrow I'll see if we can't go drive this thing, see if it has any bit of a power increase. See if I can't avoid this lake I've created. All right, this is a cold start for the most part, other than the fact it was in the garage. Go ahead. Alright, well, we parked the race truck for tonight. We'll see if we can't take her around town tomorrow, do some pulls, some launches, just see if this cold air intake did any power increase. Alright guys, it's been a couple days since that last clip, and the reason why we didn't go drive it is because it's stuck in 4-wheel drive. So it's just saying it's in 4-wheel drive low whenever the transfer case dial is in 2-wheel drive, and then it's saying service 4-wheel drive. So obviously that's not good. So I was putting these new headlights in. This side went really smooth. Came over to this side, and I was getting some bolts underneath this fender out, and I noticed some stuff. First is my CV axle is twisted around, which is already not a good start. But also, if you can see that, if I can't get it to focus, right there, with where the arrow is, you can see my whole diff snapped. So it is gonna be a while before I can actually drive this thing again, unfortunately. But I'm still doing some stuff to it. I got the grill off because I'm using brake clean to strip all the paint off. Like I said, new headlights. I got a black bullet antenna, and this is sun faded, so I'm gonna be painting this black here soon. And then just other little stuff. But basically, what I'm getting at is I can't really go drive this thing. So from what I've seen with the cold air intake, it is actually pretty nice quality. And I feel like I would recommend it because you can hear it sucking more air in. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, share this with all your friends, subscribe to the second channel, and follow me on Instagram. Both those links in the description. Thank you guys for watching.